All right, ladies and gentlemen, since the last time you've seen me, me and the mean one have become cat parents. I don't even fucking like cats at all. Like, I am not a cat person. But I die for this motherfucker right here. Oh man. So I need to get into this video. Love, you gonna let me hold you, or you just wanna go somewhere? You wanna go somewhere? I'll let you go. But yeah, I'm cat parenting. Yeah, the sensitive side of the good doc. All right, girl, go and get it. Love you. Anyways, I'm trying to understand why I feel like a foreigner in my own home country. Why is it that I'm struggling with the idea of feeling like a foreigner in my own home country? Basically, I feel like I don't belong here. And it's killing me. And I've had this feeling for quite some time. Now, I'm gonna take you back real quick, just a little bit, about 2017, all right? If many of you guys remember, and I hate saying this shit because it sounds pretentious, it sounds repetitive, and I really don't like repeating myself. So let me try to find a better way to phrase it for all of the new people who are subscribed to the channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, you make sure you do so. The good doc spent a third of his life in the Philippines, right? I had the opportunity to study abroad, so I spent a long time, a great amount of time overseas in the Philippines. And I would honestly say that it was during those developmental years, right? I'm talking about between 17, 18 to about 26, 28. Yeah, about 10 years. Yeah, 28. It was 20 years. I spent that amount of time in the Philippines. Okay, let me get to the point because I know I'm dragging, not on purpose, but I spent a lot of time over there. Right, I became accustomed to the culture, environment, all of that shit. So when I came back in February of 2017, if you guys remember what was going on around that time, if you don't remember, let me kind of give you a quick refresher. Donald Trump became president, right? I watched the elections November 2016, like everybody else, and I was like, "Ain't this about a bitch?" I was actually kind of, intrigued by the idea of him being president because I knew he wasn't going to be like a normal president, but neither here nor there. You remember around January and February when he first got into office and he put that ban out. Let me get this right, and I know I'm gonna say it wrong. If you want to correct me, please feel free. But he put a ban on travel to like certain Muslim countries or something like that, or certain Muslim countries couldn't travel to the United States, or flights coming from these particular countries weren't allowed into the United States. He put a travel ban, to say the least, around that time. Here I am freaking the fuck out because I'm thinking, yo, I'm traveling back home around this time. What if they don't let me back into the United States? That was my thought process. What if I'm gonna forever be shunned or some shit? They're not gonna let me in. So of course I got in, as you all know, right? So I've been back home since about 2017 officially. Of course, been back and forth to the Philippines for a couple of visits. Season 1 and season 2 are in the playlist if you choose to go check it out. But I feel like a foreigner in my own home country, y'all. I just don't feel like I can relate to a lot of people around here anymore, right? I just feel like I can't relate to a lot of people. And I don't know if you guys feel the same as me, but damn, I feel like I can't relate. I feel like a lot of the things that people are interested in, I'm not interested in it, right? Even when I wasn't married, right? A lot of my friends were talking about getting on, dating sites like, what they are, Tinder and all of that shit. And they were showing, their profiles and how they be swiping all these girls and stuff. And, I know this stuff happens in other countries too. But, when I looked at my boys doing this shit, I'm like, nigga, have fun, right? Ain't nothing I could really do about that, right? But then I see people always want to go to clubs, want to go to the bars and hang out and stuff. And in my small town, North Carolina, we really ain't got a lot popping. We got enough, but we don't have a lot popping. It just wasn't something I was able to vibe with. And then you come back and you start to see the shift in the socio-political climate in my country. Again, I'm not into politics, never have, probably should. But, I'm just not a big advocate of talking about it or being about it or expressing my political views to people because I genuinely don't care about your political opinion. So I'm probably sure you don't care about mine. But I don't feel like I belong, right? People here are just weird to me. In the United States, people are just weird to me, right? And I'm finding it hard to relate, and it's hard to find the words to describe what I mean. But I think you know if you know. If you've been overseas in any part of the country for any particular period of time and then you come back to your own home country, it just doesn't feel the same. Like I said, you feel like you're a foreigner in your own home countries. And the only thing you're thinking about is, man, when the fuck can I go back? Right? Now, like I said, that should be nothing more than the biggest of motivators for you guys to be able to make the moves necessary for you to live that life that you forever want, going overseas and things like that. That should be the catalyst that pushes you to make decisions, whether it be taking the digital nomadic route or saving up if you're close to retirement or whatever, and getting your money right, getting your mind right, getting your game tight, and making the move wherever it is that you choose to go. DR, Colombia, Brazil, you already know what it is, man. All of those places, Thailand, Philippines, etc. That should be the catalyst, right? If you spend any amount of time away and then you have to come back to a place where it just doesn't feel like home as much as it once did, that should be your catalyst. And going back to the fact that, home don't feel the same, that genuinely comes from you having experiences outside of your own home country. Had I not traveled to the Philippines my junior year of high school, mind you, I probably wouldn't have been as motivated and locked in my senior year to do everything that I can to get my money up, knowing that that was where I was going to end up being, because my father already told me that if I wanted to study abroad with my brother, who was already over there at the time, he said, come on. Right. So I already knew my senior year what was happening. So that was just me taking the time to stack my bread up, get my money right, do all of that shit, and get myself in a better position to have me something to come with when I moved overseas. But if you've spent any amount of time in an overseas country and you go back to your home country, it would be hard pressed for you to tell me that that it still feels the same, like it still feels like home. And let me make sure that I say this, because people are going to probably be in the comment section, oh, this motherfucker here, if you don't want to be in the United States, if you don't want to be from here, do this, go kick rocks or something. The United States is the greatest place on planet Earth. If you don't want to be here, stop whining about it and get the fuck out the United States. I never said I didn't like being from here, and I love what the United States has afforded for me being an American citizen. I love what it's been able to do for me as an American citizen. Having that blue passport is very advantageous for sure. But y'all can't sit here and tell me that that the United States is what it used, like it is where it was years ago, like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. You see where it was back then, you see where we are right now, you see two different things popping off, too many things happening at one time. And I'm just like, bro, this ain't for everybody. And to an extent, I love it because of the opportunity I can to get this monies, and I do at every chance I get. But also, I do feel more like a foreigner here because the greater majority of my bread, I can already tell you now, I save it, I stack it up, invest it, do all types of shit in order to build my wealth so that when the day finally comes, I'm out. I mean, there's no other way to slice it, big dog. I'm gone. I am gone. And I think you should do the same, man. If you haven't already got that trajectory in your mind, or you're not really thinking about it, I do believe that you as a man, more specifically my gentlemen, ladies too, y'all can do it too, you have to see what the world is like outside of your neighborhood, outside of your city, outside of your state. I say outside the United States, but you have to see what the world is like in other places. And I do believe that one of two things will happen. Actually, I think they can happen at the same time. You will appreciate where you come from, like where you're from, you'll appreciate it a little bit more. And at the same time, I do believe you'll put yourself in a position to want to expand your horizons and get away from and or find a way to develop and grow from where you're from, right? So that's all I wanted to talk about, y'all. I don't know exactly where this video is going. I just had to get it off my chest. A lot of the videos that have come out will probably just be me ranting and having conversations, and hoping that you guys will indulge me with a little bit of dialogue in the comment section below. All my good shit listed in the description there. It's been a good doc, man. Y'all take care. Y'all stay blessed, bro. Doc is out. Peace.